Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe if you haven't. The village rested quietly beneath a dark sky where the stars felt distant and the air moved slowly, carrying the smell of soil and night flowers. And while doors were closed and lamps had gone out one by one, the world seemed to pause and breathe deeply. At the far end of the village, near an old banyan tree whose roots spread like memories into the ground, a dog sat awake, his body still, his eyes open, listening to everything the night had to say. He had no collar, no name, but everyone knew him. When the sun went down, he appeared. When morning came, he faded back into the quiet. No one remembered a time before him. Every night began the same way. The dog stood up slowly, stretched his tired legs, and began to walk, not fast, not slow, just steady, as if time itself walked beside him. He moved past the first row of houses, stopping briefly at each corner, his ears turning towards soft sounds, distant movements, and tiny changes in the air. A leaf falling, a branch shifting, a shadow moving where it should not. He listened, always listened. Long ago, there had been men who guarded the village, carrying sticks and lanterns. But years passed, and they left and no one replaced them, except the dog. The dog did not know he was a guard. He only knew that this place was quiet, and that quiet needed watching. Some nights were peaceful. Those nights the dog walked slowly, paused often, and sat beneath the banyan tree again before dawn, watching the sky change color. Other nights were different. On those nights, the air felt heavier. One such night, the wind blew colder than usual, whispering through the fields, and the dog stopped suddenly near the edge of the village path. He lifted his head, smelled the air. Something was wrong. Far beyond the fields, a sound rose, faint but uneven. Not quite a cry, not quite silence. The dog turned and followed it, his paws pressing gently into the dirt, his body low, careful not to disturb the night. Near the irrigation canal, he saw movement, a small shape, trembling. A child sat there, knees drawn close, eyes wide, breath shaking. The dog did not rush. He sat a short distance away, waited. The child noticed him. The crying slowed. The dog lay down, close enough for warmth, far enough to feel safe. Minutes passed. The night stayed quiet. Then voices came. Lanterns appeared. Villagers ran, calling the child's name. They found him unharmed. The dog was already walking away, back to his path, back to his duty. No one followed him. They never did. The nights continued. Seasons changed. Rain came hard some nights, soaking the earth, turning paths into streams, but the dog still walked, his fur heavy with water, his steps steady. During storms, he sheltered briefly, then returned to the open paths, checking each corner as thunder rolled overhead. Once, deep in the night, a shadow crossed the fields, large and slow, eyes glowing faintly. The dog stopped, stood firm, did not bark, did not run. The shadow paused, then turned away. By morning, villagers found marks near the fields and spoke quietly about luck. They never spoke of the dog, but he was there, always there. Years passed gently. The dog's fur grayed, his walk slowed, but his nights did not end. One evening, he paused longer than usual beneath the banyan tree, breathing slowly, listening to the village settle into sleep. He stood again and walked. Because some habits are stronger than age, some promises Some guardians do not rest until the night itself lets go. The dog walked farther that night than usual. His steps were slower now, not because he was tired, but because he listened more carefully than before, as if the night had begun speaking in a softer, deeper voice meant only for him. The village slept peacefully, unaware of how close danger sometimes came, how thin the line was between silence and chaos. Near the old grain storage sheds, the dog stopped again. A faint smell drifted through the air. Smoke, not strong, not yet, but wrong. He moved closer, circling quietly, his nose guiding him where his eyes could not. Behind the shed, a small fire had begun, just a spark catching dry straw, breathing slowly, growing patiently, waiting for the moment no one would stop it. The dog did not panic. He ran to the nearest house and barked once, then again, short, sharp, urgent. A light turned on. A door opened. Someone stepped out. The fire was seen. Buckets were brought. Water splashed. The fire died before it learned how to live. When the villagers looked around to thank whoever had alerted them, they saw nothing. Only wet ground. Only smoke fading into the night. Only quiet. The dog had already moved on. He reached the narrow bridge near the canal just before midnight, a place where the wooden boards creaked even when no one walked on them. He sat there often, watching reflections ripple in the dark water. That night, the reflection moved strangely. The dog's ears lifted. A figure stumbled near the edge, balance lost, breath heavy, feet unsure. The man slipped, fell. The splash was loud, too loud for the sleeping village. The dog barked once, then again, louder this time. The man struggled, hands scraping the edge, strength fading fast. Lights appeared, voices shouted. Ropes were thrown. The man was pulled out, coughing, shaking, alive. Someone whispered, "If not for that dog." But the dog was already gone. The moon climbed higher. The dog's path took him past homes where babies slept, where elders dreamed, where memories rested quietly behind closed doors. He paused near one house longer than usual. Inside, an old woman lay awake, staring at the ceiling, her breath shallow, pain tightening her chest. The dog sat at the door, did not bark, did not move, just stayed. Minutes passed. The woman's breathing slowed. The pain softened. She slept. By morning, she would say she dreamed of warmth, of something watching over her. She would never know. As dawn approached, the dog returned to the banyan tree. He lay down, tired but peaceful. The birds began to sing. The sky lightened. Another night completed. Another silent victory. Days passed. Weeks. The dog's steps grew heavier. His eyes still sharp, but his body slower. Joints stiff, breath deeper. Still, every night he rose. Still, every night he walked. One evening, children played near the tree before sunset. One of them reached out, gently touching the dog's fur. The dog did not move, did not pull away. Just closed his eyes for a moment, as if remembering something very old. When the sun set, the dog stood again. But this Chimi, his walk was shorter, his pauses longer. The night felt quieter than usual, almost respectful. He reached the center of the village and sat down, watching shadows stretch across familiar paths. For the first time in years, he did not complete the full round. He returned early, lay beneath the banyan tree. The stars watched silently. The dog breathed slowly, peacefully, as if if his work had been passed into the memory of the place itself. The night passed without incident. The village slept safely, guarded by habit, by silence, by the echo of paws that had walked these paths for years. That night felt different. Not louder, not darker, just quieter, as if the village itself was holding its breath. The dog lay beneath the banyan tree longer than usual, eyes half closed, ears still listening, even while his body rested. The ground was cool, the air gentle. Memories moved slowly through him, not as pictures, but as feelings, like the warmth of old sunlight or the sound of distant footsteps long gone. He stood again, carefully, as if asking his legs for permission. They answered slowly. He began to walk. Each step carried weight, not just of age, but of years spent watching, waiting, guarding without thanks or name. He reached the edge of the village where fields stretched into darkness, where night animals moved freely and humans rarely went. The dog paused. A sound drifted across the fields. Soft, uneven, breathing that did not belong to the wind. He moved toward it. Near the tall grass, he found a man lying on the ground, body curled, chest rising with effort, hands clutching the earth. The man's eyes opened weakly. Fear flickered, then relief. The dog lay beside him, pressing warmth against cold soil. He barked once low, strong. The sound traveled farther than it should have. Lights appeared. Footsteps followed. The man was found before the night could claim him. Someone said the words again, the same ones spoken many times before. If not for that dog. The dog walked away before anyone could see him. He returned slowly, his path shorter now, his world smaller but still complete. At the banyan tree, he lay down again. The stars felt closer, the night deeper. Jimmy passed. Hours or minutes, it did not matter. Before dawn, the dog opened his eyes once more. The village slept, peaceful, safe. He listened. No smoke, no cries, no uneven breaths in the dark, just the sound of wind and distant insects. The dog exhaled slowly, as if letting go. Morning came. The sun rose. Villagers woke. Someone noticed the dog lying still beneath the banyan tree. Someone else came closer. A silence formed, not sudden, but respectful. The dog had not left. He had stayed just as he always had. They buried him near the tree, where his paws had rested countless nights. No ceremony, no speech, just quiet hands and bowed heads. That night, the village slept, and something changed. No one noticed footsteps, no barking. Yet the night felt watched, guarded. Children slept deeply. Fires did not start. Shadows turned away at the fields. People would later say, the village felt safer than ever, as if the dog still walked, as if the past remembered him. And sometimes, very late at night, when the wind moved just right, someone swore they heard soft footsteps moving through the dark. Not fast, not slow, steady, watching, always watching. The nights continued, quiet, unbroken. The banyan tree stood the same, its leaves moving gently with the wind, its roots resting deep in the earth, holding years of silent memories. People walked past the spot where the dog had been buried, slowing their steps without knowing why. Some placed a hand on the tree. Some simply paused. The village did not speak about the dog often. They did not need to. His presence had become part of the place itself. Children grew older. New homes were built, old ones were repaired. Life moved forward, as it always does, yet the nights remained calm. Too calm to be coincidence. On evenings, when the wind grew cold, doors were closed earlier. On nights when shadows stretched long across the fields, animals stayed away. No fires broke out. No cries went unheard. People slept deeply, as if someone still walked the path, as if someone still listened. Elders sometimes spoke quietly to the young ones, not as stories, but as reminders. They said the village was once guarded by a dog who never asked for food, never waited for praise, and never slept through the night. They said he belonged to no one and to everyone. Some nights, when the moon was high and the air felt still, a few claimed they heard soft footsteps near the banyan tree. Not loud, not frightening, just familiar, like something checking in, making sure everything was as it should be. The village learned something over time. That protection does not always come with noise. That loyalty does not need recognition, and that some guardians stay long after their work is done. As the night settles once more, and this story gently comes to rest, remember that somewhere in quiet places, kindness still walks unseen, watching over those who sleep. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe for more calm and meaningful stories.